Good morning, everyone. I am Terry Ann Russell, and I am your host of the Healing Heart Initiative. Welcome to the show. Today, we'll be discussing Archangel Raphael, and the archangels have been coming in strong. There's a process that I am going through right now in writing my next book for the Crystalline Light series. So that's always interesting how I start to receive information for these books and how they start to come in for me. But today, specifically, I was guided to do a heart healing frequency upgrade of the electrical system of the heart. So stick around, and at the end, I'll share that activation as well. So Archangel Raphael, for those of you who don't know, Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing. He helps everyone who needs acts of healing. He's often depicted wearing green. Um, he's very strong in his energy, but there's a gentleness that he guides you through, sort of. That was my experience with him. Archangel Raphael is mentioned in the Bible many times. He also works to bring people closer to God, and you can call on him to reduce addiction or any cravings you have. Healing on all levels, and he supports the ones that are healing. He's also associated with many crystals, such as jade or aventurine. And if you don't know, the archangels, there's actually a team of 7 that I've talked about before that I work with. Archangel Raphael is one of them. Archangel Raphael came to me back in, I believe it was 2016. My daughter was really sick, and she was bleeding internally for 3 years. And we visited doctors and specialists all over the country, and nobody could help her. They didn't know what was wrong. She was too tiny to do a surgery. They told me that she may die if we did another surgery. It was a very intensive surgery, and she was just too little and too frail to do that. That's about the time that I began to learn Reiki, but it's also about the time that Archangel Raphael came in and visited with me. Since then, I have learned several invocations to call Archangel Raphael in. So if you're in need of one, this is one I like to use when connecting with Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael, please surround me in your healing and vibration of green emerald light. I am in need of this at this time. Help me to heal on all levels, past and present. Please envelop me with your healing emerald green energy and infuse me with love and peace for healing. Please do this for my highest and best. And so it is. Now, you can call on your angels, your guides, anyone that you need that is here for your highest and best by surrounding yourself with a bubble of protection when you do it. I have Frederick, my doorkeeper, who is always present when I'm doing work like this. Another caveat I'd like to add is that when you're connecting with Raphael or any archangel, I think it's important to take that time to pray and meditate. I think that's really a necessity when you're connecting with any high level frequencies, and the archangels are no different. I like to light a white or green candle in my room when I'm connecting with Archangel Raphael. Or if I'm outside, I like to connect in nature. That for me was really helpful because I spent a lot of time outdoors, and it's where my mind is usually the most quiet. I know when I'm in need of energy or my frequency is feeling low, my vibe is just really low, or I'm tired, I'm worn out. I'll go sit in the sun for 5 minutes. 5 minutes is all it takes for me usually. And you notice I'm wearing my sun shirt today, so I'm feeling kind of rejuvenated this morning. I would contemplate your concerns or questions. Really, I think it's important to write them down and verbalize them first before speaking them out, because often, we're not really focusing on what we're looking for. We're focusing on a solution to just give me the answer when truthfully, we all have the answer within us. Um, so I would contemplate what your questions or concerns are prior to connecting. And if you are outside, I am usually guided to a spot. Usually the spot has water as well. So just guide yourself to a spot outside in nature. If you have a specific spot you go to. I'm in Arizona, so we have many beautiful areas where we hike, but I'm also surrounded by lakes, which maybe you didn't know about Arizona. I know I didn't when I moved here. But there is water surrounding us too in certain areas and places. I tend to always move where there's water as well, close by. Every community I think that we've lived in either has had like a pool right outside our window or a pond or a lake. So that's what I usually gravitate towards. I then, do a little ceremony where I thank the earth, my surroundings, and I bring myself into my heart. I think the heart, going back to the whole premise of what the Healing Heart Initiative is always about healing the heart, bringing that energy into the heart space because the heart has been so closed off for so long. And many of us are feeling that even when we begin to open to love, when we meet somebody and we fall in love, there's a piece of that heart that remains guarded. Often one individual feels it more than the other, depending on what they've been through, what their experiences are with opening themselves to love. So they may have a harder time expressing what that is, or it may take a little longer for them. They may say the words, but they always have this wall, this block of protection up around their heart. And that's what we're really looking to chop away at, right? We want to sort of break down what those walls are within us. And then when you open that heart space, you become expanded and you begin to see the world in new ways. And that creates your reality, right? Because you're changing. You're not thinking, oh, I'm in this relationship and I have to block myself. I have to be blocked off because I'm afraid of getting hurt. When your heart is open and you've done the healing work necessary to open your heart, you will naturally attract experiences that will not break your heart. Um, so the healing meditation, I'm going to break right into it this morning. I'm really feeling strongly guided to bring it in, and then I'm going to do some eye gazing. So for those of you who don't know, eye gazing is a healing technique that I learned from one of my first mentors. It can be very uncomfortable when you first learn to do it. So I'm just going to stare at the screen after the meditation, and I want you to sort of gaze into my eyes. Let your eyes sort of like become unfocused, and you'll start to see my face shift and change in that healing that's coming through. Often when I do it face to face with somebody, I'm obviously connecting with somebody in person or over the computer, and we're doing it face to face so I can see their face change. Sometimes when my husband and I have done it, past lives come up. We can see others' past lives. We do a whole technique that we do together that's very special for us. Okay, so if you're ready, just close your eyes and begin to relax. This is the heart upgraded frequency for the electrical system of the heart this morning. And it's coming through from Archangel Raphael. So just take a long, deep breath in. And when you exhale, I want you to take it doubly as long. Deep breath in and exhale. Begin to imagine an emerald green light as Archangel Raphael now steps in. and expresses his energy through me to you. Allow this healing energy to surround you now. And as you inhale in, the emerald green light flows into your heart. This light begins to expand and grow. This light is here for a very distinct purpose this morning. Not so much clearing any pain or suffering, but this heart upgraded frequency today is working specifically on the electrical system of the heart, the wires in the heart. There have been shortages and misfirings that have been created by a man-made substance. This upgraded heart frequency for the electrical system today shall correct the misfiring and bring in stronger, lighter, open frequencies to your heart. Take a deep breath in and release it now. As you focus on this emerald green energy, allow it to expand around you. Begin circling counterclockwise as it moves up from your feet, through your legs, through your torso, your chest, your neck, and your head. Going out of the top of your head, it cascades down your body like a candy-coated shell. This emerald green light of protection will seal in the work that we are doing today. Again, drop into your heart space. Take a deep breath in and release it out. Imagine, if you will, little soldering irons working through your heart on these wires, recreating these connections where they've been misfired. The soldering of these pieces is a natural process. It's easy. It's safe. And it's protective. as your heart is being upgraded to this new electrical frequency that's necessary for the new energies that are arriving. It may feel more expanded than usual. It may require some deep inhales and exhales as you're releasing some of that energy that's been part of that misfiring. All of that being cleansed away through the breath. This energy now creates a sphere-like form, emerald green. It mixes beautifully with the blue color of your throat, combining as it moves down for the high heart, the middle heart, and the lower heart to create this aquamarine energy. Allow this aquamarine energy to move through you easily, lighting up any areas that have been darkened, any areas where there is no connection, any areas where there sits any disturbance in the wiring. May this aquamarine energy light up this area now. As you focus in more deeply, you may feel some static within your chest area, within your throat. All of that will be released over time. One necessary component of this healing is to be aware of what you're feeling and the message behind what you're feeling. If there still remains any fear or doubt, ask that Archangel Raphael come in and help you to release those fears and doubts. As this new energy that's being brought forward is expanded, high frequency energy. And our bodies will take a little longer to integrate this energy as necessary. For each person, it may be different. But no, the outcome shall be the same. Open, expanded, and aware. Take a deep breath in and release it out. Now I'd like you to open your eyes, and in this very peaceful, meaningful place where we are together, I ask you to stare at the screen within my eyes. Allow your eyes to sort of become unfocused. If it does make you feel a little uncomfortable, you may look away for a few seconds and come back to it. The more that you do it, the easier it'll become. There is a magnificent way to heal through eye gazing. Pay attention in your body where you're feeling any tension, any tightness, any ringing, any upgraded of energy, or you may feel a little stiff. And feel into what that is for you specifically. You may put your hand on your heart and ask what it is. Once you understand that emotion or feeling that's there, I want you to send some love to that area. So just imagine, if you will, this peaceful, amazing feeling of love entrenched in that area of tightness. That is where we hold those stored emotions in our body. Take a deep breath in and release it out. Another deep breath in and release it out. Just take a moment to allow this energy to fully expand, form a crystalline capsule of protection around you as you move through what this healing is for you today. If you're feeling anything, take a few moments to just write them down. That brings a new awareness in your body where you're holding them, how it felt, sending those areas of tension or pain, love, and what you experienced afterwards. Because I can tell you from all the years of the work that I've been doing this on myself and with others, whatever that is for you, the universe will now bring in some circumstances for you to react differently from a place of love, from a place of power, a place of embodied energy, where we all stand together, united within ourselves, emitting the frequency of love. And the more we clear, the more we heal, the more expanded we become, the more connected we are. We light up that entire motherboard of beautiful, crystalline, light-filled energy. Just take a deep breath in and release it again. Once again, I thank you, Archangel Raphael, for being with us today, for sharing the beautiful heart upgraded frequency of the electrical system of the heart today. And the healing that was given. I wish you a day full of beauty and peace. And I will see you all next week.